Hi everyone, welcome back to another week of summer intervention. Today is Monday, July 13th, and we will be going over the work for Monday, July 13th as well as Tuesday, July 14th. As always, we're here and we're happy to help, so if you have any questions or concerns, please either reach out through email or of course join us for our Google Meets, which you can find all the links here. For the next 2 days, this is what the work is going to look like for those that chose the Summer Passion Project. Again, let me repeat that this screencast is only for those who would like to continue working on their Summer Passion Project. Now that you're in the second phase of your Summer Passion Project, meaning that you're out of the brainstorming phase and you're starting into the planning phase of actually having your passion project work out, what you're going to do these next 2 days are you're going to continue working on your passion project by gathering the tools you need and journaling about that process thus far. You're also going to find an article that supports your passion project. Now you may be asking yourself, why do I need that? Well, behind any good project is research, and that's relevant research that's really going to support your ideas and your thinking. So before we get to all that, the first thing I need you to ask yourself is, what do I need to complete my passion project? Are those tools that you're going to physically have in hand, whether they're around the house or something that you've been thinking of or something that you maybe even use every day that you want to incorporate in your passion project? Or is it digital tools? Besides just an article, is there something that you need on the internet? Is there a program, an application that you're going to have to use? Please start gathering those. That's really important because in order to actually have your project work out, you're going to need those tools or those resources. The next thing that you're going to do is that we're going to have an ongoing journal so you can update us about what your project is looking like and how it's coming along. So the first part of this, again, is just kind of fleshing out your ideas and making sure that you're setting yourself up for success. So you'll see that on the next slide, but before we get to that, I want you to be able to dedicate at least 25 minutes per day to actually working on your project itself. So the nitty-gritty of it, actually getting dirty and diving deep into the project, whatever that may be. Not the journaling part of it, but actually working hands-on with your project or on a computer, if that's what you chose. So when we're talking about the journal, this is what we mean by it. So first things first, you're going to gather the necessary resources, whether they're physical, whether they're digital, or whether they're both. And we want you to go ahead and make a list of those so that we know exactly what resources and tools that you're using, and maybe we can even suggest some other ones. Then we want you to start journaling. Remember, a journal is fleshing out your ideas, sharing your thoughts. So feel free to expand on these questions. The first thing we want you to respond to is, what have you completed thus far for your passion project? What have you gotten done? And again, you may not, if you're creating something, you may not have started building it, but what is it that you're actually doing? Then we want you to describe what you have found to be the best part of your passion project thus far. We know it's based on an interest of yours, so of course that's going to be something that you're really fascinated with. But what about the process of it has been the best so far? And also, share what has caused some frustration. That always happens. It's a process. There's highs, there's lows, there's successes, there's failures. So what has frustrated you so far? So that's part one of the journaling process. Part two of this is finding that article that I was talking about. We want an article that supports your passion project, meaning that it connects to what you're doing and why you're doing this. This article can be from any reliable source from the internet, whether that's Newsella, or you can go right from Google and maybe type in a research question that connects to your passion project so that you have that article. If you're really stuck on sources to look or reliable sites, please reach out to Miss O'Sullivan or myself, Miss Harris, and we can give you a list of those sites, okay? For right now, though, we do want you to really take this by the horns, really use this time to find the best article that you can So we're going to hold off on providing that list until you reach out, okay? We have complete confidence that you can really find a great article to support your passion project. Once you found that article, of course, you're going to take time to read and really analyze what that article is saying. And then we want you to go ahead and journal over here where the table is we want you to summarize the article. What's the most important ideas from that article? What was the big takeaway from that? And then how is that article connecting or supporting your passion project? Please make sure that you also insert the link where it says insert link below so that we have access to the article as well. So this is your work for the next 2 days, Monday, July 13th and Tuesday, July 14th. We will be holding Google Meets each day so that you could pop in, check in with us. If you have any questions or concerns or want to share something, of course you can do that. But then we'll give you the rest of the time to be working on your summer passion project. We wish you the best of luck.